Hello there, Leo. Thank you for stopping by for your Psychic Tarot forecast for the week of March 30th to April 5th. I am using the Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg once again, and wow, I just glanced down at your first card. You have such a good card here. Yay! Okay, so you're starting off Monday with the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is an awesome card. This talks about relationship, and it talks about taking a relationship to the next level. So say you've been dating somebody for a while, this would be going exclusive with them. Or maybe you've been exclusive for a while. This might be moving in, or it might be getting an engagement ring, or it might be getting married. But I see you taking some kind of relationship to the next level. Now, those are all examples of romantic relationships, but this can also apply in a friendship or a family relationship or even a work relationship that is being taken to the next level, whatever the next level might happen to be in those particular situations for you. So Monday, I see a relationship going to the next level. That's a really nice thing. And then it's interesting because we have this next card coming up, the Four of Clubs in reverse, which I call my leaving the nest card. Now, excuse me, Four of Clubs reverse talks about a couple different things. If we're talking about romantic relationship here, then we're probably talking about a split up. Somebody's breaking up. Usually, Four of Clubs type of breakup is more of a temporary type thing, something that maybe lasts a week or 2 weeks, but something that is not necessarily long term, but just a situation where the two of you can't see eye to eye, and so you feel like you have to split up, and you do. Okay, now, if we're not talking about relationship, the other way that this card can manifest is as leaving the nest. I call this leaving the nest when it comes in reversed. So when you've got a leaving the nest card, what you've got going on is you have people coming out of the nest. Maybe a child is moving out of mom and dad's house. Maybe there's somebody going off to a military tour of duty that's far away. Maybe somebody is moving out to go to college. So it's somebody that's leaving the nest. And it can also apply in the business world. This can be somebody transferring to a different branch or a different location. In a friendship type of way, this could be somebody moving out of the neighborhood, maybe to some place where you don't get to talk to them as often. So the whole bottom line, Tuesday, you're going to be seeing somebody leaving the nest. For some of you Leos, this somebody is going to be you, maybe about 20%. But for most of you, you're just going to actually be witnessing this going on in somewhere in your sphere, in your realm, in your group of people that you are familiar with. Okay, so Leo, on Wednesday, what we have going on here is we have the Fool in reverse. And the Fool in reverse just really talks about that you have a situation on Wednesday that you kind of know at a gut level how to handle this situation. There really is no question. You know that you know that you know how to handle it. However, what you know is not really logical, and you're not sure why you're so sure about this. And so it's really hard to justify what you know as far as how to handle this. And it's hard to get your friends to come online with you as far as supporting you in this, because it's hard to explain to them, well, why does this make sense? Because maybe it really kind of doesn't. So what happens is, because it is so hard to justify, I see you guys, instead of following that inner knowing that you have, that intuition that you have, I see you letting logic be in control and letting logic be in charge and kind of locking you into the logical way of handling this thing that you know how to handle, and it's not logical. It's so frustrating to me because I've seen these situations before, and I know that whenever we go against our intuition, what invariably happens is we look back later on and we go, wow, kind of messed up there, because hindsight's always 20/20. So if you see this reading and you recognize this energy coming in that's kind of locking you into the logical, rebel against it. Free will can change anything. Follow that inner knowing, because it's a wonderful beginning of a new journey when you do that, when you trust that inner knowing and your own intuition. Okay, so let's see, now we're looking at Thursday. And Thursday, what we have is we have the Four of Swords in reverse. Four of Swords in reverse is just telling me that on Thursday you have some kind of change of location going on. Now, when I'm talking about change of location, this can be change of your home, change of your school, change of your child's preschool, change of where you're working. Maybe you're working from home instead of the office, or vice versa. So there's some kind of change of location. Something is happening in a different place geographically for you guys on Thursday. All right. So now Friday. Okay, Friday we have the Five of Clubs coming up. And the Five of Clubs is just telling me that you have a situation on Friday where you find yourself in a competition, and this could be formal competition, but probably more of an informal thing. And this particular type of competition is not a healthy one. In a healthy competition, you come away from the competition better at something, or having acquired a skill or an ability, or strengthened a skill or ability. Like if you train for a marathon, that's a competition, and you come away having more stamina and more ability to run. Maybe you come back with better style running. I don't know, I'm not athletic. Obviously, look at this body here. But anyway, when you're in a competition and it's a healthy one, you come away from it in a better position one way or another than when you went into it. But if you go into a competition that's not healthy, which is how this is showing up on Friday, you have a not healthy competition situation with your Five of Clubs in reversed, then what's happening is as you go into this competition, instead of building anything up, what is being torn down is your own self-esteem. So this is one of those things that as soon as you catch yourself that, oh wow, I didn't mean to be in this competition, how did I get sucked in here? You want to get yourself sucked right back out of it. Back away as quickly as you can, because this is not a good thing for you, and probably not for anybody involved in it, actually. So some examples of this type of competition might be sibling rivalry. This might be something at work where the person who is not the winner, everybody else kind of gets cut down or dogged or treated badly because they're not the winner. So there's all kinds of ways that this can actually manifest. But basically the whole point is when you realize that you're in this competitive situation, whether it's formal or informal, and you realize that it's not good for you because it's not going to be, then get out of it. There's no reason to stay there. Get out of it. All right, so Saturday what you have coming up is you have the Seven of Coins. And the Seven of Coins talks about harvest time. It talks about bringing in the harvest. So for those of you who are not farmers, I grew up on a farm, so I totally understand bringing in the harvest. But for the rest of you, basically what's happened is you have set in motion some kind of plan where you expect to be able to reap some benefits from it later on. These benefits can be financial. They can also be emotional. I've seen this card come up for people that have been investing in a relationship, been investing their time and energy in a relationship. So this could have to do with relationships. It can have to do with money. But what is going on Saturday is that there is something that you have set in place with the expectation that there will be a payoff that comes back from it down the road. Well, that payoff is here. It's harvest time. It's time to bring in that harvest. It's time to bring in that payoff. Okay, so that's your Saturday. And then Sunday, we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Sunday, okay, so here's what I'm feeling for you Leos, is that Sunday emotionally, you're going to be lightening your load. The Queen of Swords is really, another word that you could use for her is the Queen of Sadness. Many times she's a widow, she's lost somebody, or she has had some other kind of sadness in her life. Maybe she lost a child, maybe she's just going through a really hard time as far as employment. But the Queen of Swords can be somebody who is really under pressure and who has endured a lot. So when she comes up reversed on Sunday, what this is telling me is that there's something going on for you Leos that is lightening the load so that emotionally you are coming into a higher vibration. In other words, you're coming into more happiness than what you've been in lately. And with it being the Queen of Swords that's kind of indicating this more happiness, this is going to be something that's a little bit heavier, a little bit bigger, a little bit more long term that's been kind of weighing you down for a while. So it's really significant that you're coming into this happier, lighter place on Sunday. Okay, so Leos, that is your forecast. For those of you who would like to schedule a private reading with me, feel free to check out my website. I'm at amista.info, amista.info. Once you're there and you've poked around a little bit, if you still feel like I'm the best reader for you, feel free to contact me and we will schedule a session for you as quickly as possible. And for the rest of you, I will see you all next week. Everyone have a great week. Peace out.